Hello, my name is Chris Bramley. Welcome to our Community Leadership Project lesson entitled Engaging the Public, 4 Steps to Presenting Compelling Evidence. In this video, we're going to show you a technique that will be specifically useful to you in your role as an elected official. So what exactly are we going to cover today, and how can it benefit your ability to work together constructively with your community and with your fellow committee members? Well, for those of you that have served at public meetings, you know how essential it is to express your position clearly and concisely. If you can't communicate things like why there's going to be large cuts in public transportation, or why it's essential that we resurface the streets this year, you, your fellow board members, and the public are going to end up being really frustrated. I know how hard it can be to arrive at a consensus among a diverse group of people. Sometimes your committee might have a hard time explaining to the public the need for a certain project or certain constraints on the municipal budget. It is crucial that you clearly and convincingly present the reasons why you're doing what you're doing. This week's lesson is a 4-step method or checklist for presenting compelling evidence. So whenever you're explaining your position on an issue, this method is going to help you gauge whether or not the logic you're using is effective. Each of the 4 steps offers a unique way to strengthen your point of view and build confidence in your position or proposal. In Kurt Mortensen's book, Maximum Influence, which I highly recommend if you haven't read it, he suggests that every time you're giving your reasons for or against an idea, you should make sure that you're using at least one of these 4 criteria to gauge the quality of its effectiveness. So go ahead and pause this video, grab a pen and notepad, and write these 4 steps down. Okay, great. The first tip is to always use evidence that's supported by an individual expert rather than using isolated facts. So whenever you cite an expert, it gives more weight to the evidence itself. Isolated facts can really be pulled from anywhere, but using a name in conjunction with facts makes your position more persuasive. Number 2, if you're using statistics to back up your position, always pair those with an individual case study. So if 7 out of 10 homes go down in value and located next to the town dump, cite examples of where that has actually happened. Pairing evidence with real-life case studies will make your position more tangible and real for people. Number 3, new evidence always trumps old evidence. I know this seems kind of obvious, but you rarely see this used enough in public meetings. The latest, newest research and data will always be more persuasive in convincing people than old research and data. If you can present something newer than the next person, your position is going to carry much more weight. The 4th and final tip might be the most important of all. It is imperative to acknowledge and include the other side of the argument in your discussion. This will do 2 things. It'll make the other side feel heard, and it'll also build credibility for you. When you acknowledge the other point of view, you're subconsciously saying, we're trying to build a consensus here. Let's try to work together. Okay, so that's it. Those are the 4 criteria you should always be using in order to present compelling evidence. Number 1, use facts supported by an individual expert. Number 2, whenever possible, back up facts with an individual case study. Number 3, new evidence always trumps old evidence. And number 4, always acknowledge the other side of the argument. Feel free to replay this video, but make sure you write down those 4 steps and bring them with you to your next meeting. And the next time you're presenting your position for a certain proposal or project, use those 4 steps as a checklist to make sure you're supporting your position with evidence that falls into at least one of those 4 categories. This is a great way to encourage and inspire community participation and better educate the public on the issues. All right, well that's all for this lesson entitled Engaging the Public, 4 Steps to Presenting Compelling Evidence. I hope you find these techniques useful and they contribute to helping you engage and educate your community. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment box after this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk with you soon.